Hello, everyone. Welcome to a quick demo of Nakisa Decision Intelligence. Today, we have at our disposal a global retail portfolio dataset. It covers a population of leased, subleased, owned stores across a global footprint, along with capital and operational expenditure. Let's dive in and see what we can get from our AI platform. So first, let me start with explain this data set to me so I can get a contextual understanding of what this data set contains. All right. So if I go through this explanation, it says I have store profiles, lease terms, asset performance, including rent, NOI metrics, cap rates, etc. for my owned assets. There are some subleased assets. I have capital projects and facilities work orders as well. All right, that's lovely. Now, let me dive a little deeper and ask, what is the distribution of my leased and owned assets by region and stacked? Let's see if it pulls up a nice visualization for me to understand this in a quick glance. And it does. Great. I have leased and owned store count by region, and it's stacking it into a nice histogram. Perfect. Now, let me understand this a little further. And for that, I can either use the sort of questions that are served up or ask my own questions like I did earlier. So let me say, which leases have the highest capital spend in the last year? So this is a multi-level analysis. So it's going to first try and understand what capital spend means, and then come up with a mathematical way to aggregate capital spend based on its definition and serve up the results. Okay, great. So here are top 10 leases with the highest capital spend. Highest was Europe. There was about 3.25 million in spend, and Europe and North America saw several leases exceeding 2 million. That's amazing. Okay, so here I can see the budgeted capex in local currency and USD summarized for my top 10 leases. That gives me a good sense of where my biggest spend is. Now, if I want to understand how does my capital spend correlate with my lease type, gross versus triple net, show me the results by region in a sunburst chart with clear numbers. So you'll see here I'm getting super specific. What I'm also trying to do here is fix grammar and language based on my question, and let's see what shows up. And while this computes, let's take a quick look here at some of the features. You can, of course, expand, contract, convert your data into filterable cards. You're able to copy, pin, and download charts and tables as well. And voila, here we go. We have a sunburst chart showing correlation between capital spend and lease type. And you're seeing here that my capex is distributed across global regions by lease type between net and gross as follows. And you'll see the sunburst kind of also having its native drill down. I could now go further in and ask for other types of drill downs, drill down by country instead of region. And another cool feature, which we'll go into in a separate session, is the fact that this AI platform automatically understands the data and creates these categorical contexts and also generates more strategic questions based on those categorical elements. And I can literally select one or more of these and do a completely separate drill down as and when I see something relevant and get to my sort of best fit answers or the goal of what I'm interacting with the solution for. So that's a quick view. Thanks. See you in the next one.